Hi, it's Eben Pagan. I've been teaching and coaching online now for 20 years. I've created lots of successful courses and programs and memberships.
My name is Eric Nooner. I'm the executive chairman of Health Coach Institute, also co-founder and former CEO.
Hi, I'm Rian Doris. I'm the co-founder and CEO of the Flow Research Collective.
Hi, I'm Kate Mikus, three-time international best-selling author. I've trained over 3 million entrepreneurs.
Hey everybody, Jonathan here from AJ and Smart. We teach coaches and we teach facilitators.
I'm Ryan Biegelman, and I helped found the company Summit Series that I started in 2008 and grew to an organization that had over 20 million in revenue.
I'm Stacey Morgenstern, co-founder of Health Coach Institute. I've trained over 30,000 coaches.
Hey, I'm Paul Gassé. I am a go-to-market and sales coach for Silicon Valley startups.
Hi, I'm Nathan Otto. I'm the CEO and founder of Pine Creek Renewables. We just closed a $30 million round of financing at a 10x multiple. And I have to say, what I've learned from Brian has been instrumental in letting me get there and then also create the conditions that automatically created that success.
My name is Kevin Romani, and I coach founders and executives in helping them build out the revenue arm of the business and at the same time become the best leaders and the best business people that they can be.
I met Brian literally 20 years ago, and he revolutionized the way I thought about leadership and the way I thought about advising and creating value, both in my own companies and for people that I have been advising over the years.
One of the things that I want to take from this is just how he keeps people retained for so long.
It's not unusual for Brian to keep a client for 5 to 10 years or more.
The insights that Brian brought to me were pivotal to seeing what was possible.
And I can tell and feel that I will work with Brian for as long as he will have me as a client. And that's likely going to be many, many years.
I've come to learn through Brian that LTV is my number one metric, and we've already put in place things that have improved it considerably.
Every single conversation that I've ever had with this man, he pretty much introduces me to a new version of reality that I hadn't thought of myself.
And by the end of the call, I'm just calling up one of my business partners and I'm just like, holy shit, I just had the best call ever with Brian.
Someone who is as gifted and experienced and skillful at the art of coaching and the art of detailed business mentorship and guidance as Brian. There's no way I would have been able to do it without him.
Over the years, I've partnered with people like Sir Richard Branson and Tony Robbins and
Bezos to Branson to Shonda Rhimes and Jessica Alba.
The Sharks, including Kevin Harrington from Shark Tank, and many very famous brands.
Facebook, Deloitte, Accenture, Audi.
And they've always commented on my ability to understand how to add massive value to any project. But I attribute that really to the work and the models and the thinking frameworks that I learned from Brian over the years that I studied with him.
He's also a world expert on different coaching models.
Oh man, when I started working with Brian, it just opened a whole world of models and understandings and ways of listening that not only expanded my coaching business then, but that I use every day with my employees, with my investors, with my board members, and with my business partner.
And what I've learned from Brian is you've got to pull from a deep bag of tricks.
And we're talking about understanding another dimension of being able to help people, of being able to effect change in people. And Brian is going to be the best person to be able to help you see that.
And the results couldn't have been better. We've 2x'd my annual revenue number.
Most of my clients pretty much stick around forever.
And I've now been coaching for a year and a half. To my amazement, I still have all of my clients.
Never losing a client, or at least being able to work with a client continually for 3 to 5 years. Growing organically through referrals and not even having to worry about marketing or even having a website.
I had my first conversation with Brian Franklin and I started my business. I made in 3 or 4 months, $300,000. And I did that with one conversation with Brian.
My life has become easier. I think I was grinding a lot more. Now, not only has my income become quite a bit better over the time we've been working together, but I'm more aligned and things come with more ease.
It's just obvious to me that it's so valuable.
I would just try and master my craft. And I think the fastest and effective possible path I could imagine to doing that is working directly with Brian, because Brian has done that at a level that I've never observed before.
And Brian somehow magically walks me through a process where I see a different point of view, a different possibility, and through that process, I become a different person. That's amazing in itself. But what he's also been able to do is give me the ability to do that for other people. And that's extraordinary. I don't know where else in the world anyone could get that.
Because of the things that I learned from Brian, not only allowed me to sell over $100 million in advisory services in cash, but also take on huge equity stakes in different companies and just get involved in really cool, really fun, and really earth-changing projects. So if you're looking to work with Brian or anything in his programs, I just say jump in right now because you're going to love it. The return on that investment is so big, you will be so happy that you had the opportunity to work with such a genius.
Working with Brian Franklin has been an absolutely critical driver in getting us to get to 8 figures. And I can already see that it is going to be arguably the single most important thing, at least with respect to my own development and support in getting us to 9 figures and even beyond.
I'd highly recommend working with Brian. He's been instrumental in my coaching success. I recommend anybody that has a chance to do so to actually pull the trigger on that.
If you're considering doing the Lifetime Trusted Advisor program, I'd say definitely make sure you have your house in order because you're going to undergo a lot of changes. You should be able to have a difficult conversation. If you're not at that level, don't take it. If you are at that level, it's like strapping a booster rocket into the right direction that you're already going. Just do it.
That's it. That's it.
Get off the fence. Don't be an idiot. Dude, what are we talking about here? What is it, time? I mean, it's just, I don't know. It's like, I guess I can't download for you the experience I've had, but if I could, it would be a no-brainer.
Anyone considering Lifetime Trusted Advisor, there's nothing like this out there. I think it's a no-brainer, and start putting together the budget to make it happen. It's a no-brainer.
Take the risk. It's not expensive because you're going to be Godsmacked with the change in perspective that you're going to get. And that's all thanks to Brian Franklin.
He's got the kind of lifestyle that most coaches would really, only dream of having. And if you're interested in learning how to be a great coach, how to get clients, and particularly how to keep your clients long-term, then I want to recommend him and definitely recommend his new LTV program that he's teaching, because inside he's going to be showing you different coaching models specifically so that you can work with a client and keep them for the long term. So if you're interested in getting clients and then having them be clients for 5 to 10 years like Brian does, then I recommend that you go and you learn from him. You will be blown away and it'll change your coaching practice. It'll change your life.